Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time watching, then welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this fun, sparkly, Christmas themed look. And I did this look using my Morphe James Charles palette. I'm really excited to be using this palette because I haven't really given it much love, and I'm trying to, show it some more love basically. And I also know that a lot of people have this palette, so it's something that you can recreate quite easily, although you will need to have a red glitter for this look because I used a just this like glitter palette that I found. It's discontinued now, and it was quite expensive for what it is, so I would just recommend getting like a NYX glitter or something if you don't already have one. I really love the NYX glitters. They are amazing and good, well priced as well. It's a very like bold look. Like I don't know if I would wear this like to Christmas with my family, but yeah, so if you guys would like to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm starting out with my eyebrows done. I've also got a white eyeshadow base on the eye, and I've got a piece of tape on each eye to be a template for the eyeshadow. One thing to remember to check when you're applying your tape to your eyes, that they're both on the same angle, because it can look a little bit funny if you've got one that's like very like up and down and one that's very side to side. So definitely make sure that they're straight, and it can take a little while. You might have to take it off and reapply it, but that's fine. It will pay off in the end. Also, another thing that I do is I will, if I'm using regular like sellotape, I'll rip off the amount that I need and I'll place it on the back of my hand first just to get the full tackiness off, because you don't want to be pulling at your skin too much when you remove them. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with a fluffy blending brush and this light green shade here. I'm just going to apply this as my transition shade to my crease and blending it outwards until it's nice and blended. I'm also going to just kind of wing it out a little bit with the eyeshadow. Okay, now that we've got the transition shade down, I'm going to go in with a darker green. So obviously it's going to be this shade here. And I'm popping that on a very small blending brush. So this is the brush that I'm using. And in comparison to my other brush, you can see it's quite a lot smaller. And that's going to help it to be more defined, but also to have it nice and blended out as well. So this is a new brush. I'm just getting the hang of it and learning when and where to use it. So I'm hoping this does the job nicely. And yeah, I'm going to put this in the crease and darken it if I didn't already say that. I can't remember. Okay, at this point you might need to go back in with the big blending brush and the transition shade to blend that out. But because I used a small blending brush to apply the darker shade, I actually think that I don't really need to. I may have to go back and do that after I cut the crease if I feel like it's not blended enough. But for now I'm going to leave it. I also forgot to mention, so if you don't have one of these little blending brushes, what you're going to want to use to apply that darker shade is something like this, which is a domed crease brush. And like I said before, you'll probably need to go back and blend that with a blending brush. The next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a flat concealer brush and some micellar water. And I'm going to use this to carve out my crease in a winged shape, following the line of the eyeshadow. That's just going to remove the product that's on the eyelid, and I'm going to wipe that off using a cotton tip. And we need to make sure that we completely dry the eye of the micellar water, or it's going to make the products we put on top of it separate and, go all lumpy and not nice. Okay, now that we've got the eyelid clean, it's time to lay down the base for the cut crease. So I'm going to be taking my P.Louise base in the shade Rumour 0, and I'm going to apply that with this flat concealer brush. I'm just going to wing it out in a, Okay, now that we've got that base laid down, I'm going to go in with these two brushes and this shade here, and I'm going to apply that where I've applied the base. Okay, so now that's done, I'm going to go in with my NYX Vivid Brights liquid eyeliner, and this is in the shade Vivid Halo. And I'm just going to apply this to the edge of the cut crease, so where I've kind of got that little bit of a white line, that's where I'm going to be applying it. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer and I'm going to apply this to the red part of the eye, and then I'm going to go in with this red glitter here. This is just a random glitter palette that I picked up that they don't make anymore, and I'm going to stick that down on top where I've put the glitter primer. And to do that, I'm just going to use these two little eyeshadow brushes. They're very small. Okay, that is the top of the eye complete. Now we just got to remove the tape. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to go do my face makeup and then I'll be back to show you guys the rest of the look. Okay, so I've gone and done my face makeup. I also applied my highlighter, which I normally would do in this video, but I've just gone and filmed a video on how I do my face makeup. So I wanted to add that in there because it is part of the face, obviously. So, but I will let you know, I used the Lime Crime Opals highlight and I used the shade here called Gold. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the yellow liner, and I'm just going to draw a line from, you know, the corner of my eye up to meet that other yellow bit there. Okay, the next step is to smoke out the lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of green first and then the darker shade. So for the lighter green, I'm going to go in with this domed crease brush so I can get it nice and defined. You know, I don't want it to go onto my cheekbone because I have high cheekbones, so I find that if I use like a blending brush to apply my lower lash line color, it'll end up like halfway down my face. And then for the darker green, I'm going to go back in with this little blending brush. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some colour into my waterline. So I'm going to be taking my MAC Retro Matte Lipwear, and this is in the shade Feels So Grand. And I'm just going to apply that with a small eyeliner brush. Next I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm going to put that on a small pencil brush. I'm just going to apply this as a highlight to my inner corner and my brow bone. Okay, and on my lips I'm going to be applying my Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss in the shade Cherry Slime. It's just a slightly green tinted gloss that has some greeny blue shimmer in it. I kind of always use this every time I do a green look. Okay, the last thing left to do now is just to apply mascara and lashes. So the lashes I'm going to be using are my XO Beauty Faux Mink lashes. These are in the style Thunder. They're just very nice and long and dramatic, but also quite wispy. And I'm going to pop these on off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the completed look. Okay, so here we have the completed look with lashes. I'm loving all the glitter, how it's red and green, Christmassy colours, also a little bit of yellow in there. I guess, I don't know what that signifies, you know. I think maybe that's like the star at the top of the Christmas tree or something. But yeah, it's definitely a really fun, colourful Christmas look. I like having it with just the gloss on the lip as well. You can't really see the glitter in there though. I don't know if you can see it, but I really like the glitter in the lips as well. It took me quite a while to do. My camera actually ran out of battery, which like hardly ever happens when I'm filming. So that goes to show that it takes a little bit of time. You can do this look without using the tape as well, but I just find that it's like super easy to do, and gives it a nice and clean line. But yeah, probably all the looks that I do from here on out up until the end of the year are going to be Christmas themed, because I really love having a theme. I mean, Halloween was kind of a bit of a miss for me because I did a few looks that I was really dying to do, and then once I did those I kind of ran out of inspiration, and I was actually getting sick of seeing the looks on my feed as well. So I just went back to doing regular looks because I guess that's what I'm passionate about. And hopefully I don't run out of ideas for Christmas. So I'm also going to be taking a little bit of a break because I will be going home for Christmas, and I'm not going to be able to film while I'm there, so I might not have as many videos out for you this month, but I will do my best to get as much footage filmed for you as I can, because I will be able to edit while I'm there, so fingers crossed. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, then please thumbs up and subscribe and tick that little bell button so that you can get notified every time I post a new video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.